Spurgeon here with RevZilla, and in this video we're going to break down the line of Pando Moto riding jeans available at RevZilla.com. So Pando Moto is our newest line of riding jeans that we're carrying here at RevZilla, and really what we're going to see are stylish riding jeans, a lot of protection built in, and the prices are going to range from about the $250 mark up to around the $325, $335 mark. So the first pair of jeans that we're going to kick things off by talking about are going to be the Mark Chino's. Pat McHugh on my left-hand side is going to be the same model throughout. No differences in the sizes. So as we talk about the sizing through these, we're just going to hit it once up front, and then it'll be consistent through all the jeans that we're going to take a look at. So the sizes will range from a 28 to a 36, and there's only going to be a 34-inch inseam available. So my first real nitpick here is just that I wish there was a wider range of sizes, but the sizes that it do offer fit really swell. So with Mr. McHugh, he normally wears his jeans in a size 36. He actually sized down to a 34, and they fit him perfectly. There's a little bit of stretch built in here, and they work out really nicely. So whatever jeans you normally would wear, would recommend bumping down one size. So again, Mr. McHugh is wearing these in a size 34, normally wears his jeans in a size 36. And these are going to be coming in around that $255 price point. Now, regardless of which jeans you're looking at, RevZilla does have the price match guarantee, so you are guaranteed to get the lowest price every time. These are going to be your entry level into Pando Moto, 12.5 ounce Cordura stretch denim with Cool Max built in. So again, if you just touch the inside of the jeans, it almost has a cooling feature to it. This is going to be extremely important if you are riding this throughout the warmer months of the year. Now there is also going to be Kevlar for extra reinforcement at the seat, the hips, as well as the behind the knee. As we work our way down to the knee, knee armor is included. It's going to be Knox CE Level 1 knee armor. For this particular pair of jeans, it can be adjusted from the inside, and there's two different pockets which hold the knee armor at different heights. So again, when you're standing up, you want the knee armor standing just at or slightly below the kneecap. And really what you're going to see there is when you're in the riding position, the pants ride up on you a little bit, and the knee armor should be perfectly in place. Mr. McHugh, just go ahead and face straight backwards for me. So with this, you are going to have a mid-height rise, slight taper to the fit. With the Mark Chinos, this is going to be the only one that does have the adjustment at the cuff. If you want a little bit of adjustment, you'll see two different points there with a snap. Mr. McHugh hasn't adjusted them at all. They still have a really nice stylized look to that. Throughout the seat, like I said, additional reinforcement of Kevlar in the seat. You are going to have the zipper pocket over on the right-hand side and slim tapered fit. Mr. McHugh, face forward. And let's move on to the next pair. So the next pair of jeans we're going to look at from Pando Moto are going to be the Boss Desert L. And these are going to be very similar to what we just saw with the Mark Chinos. The Mark Chinos around that $255 mark were only available in black. These are now going to only be available in this distressed blue color. And the Boss Desert Ls are coming in around the $265 mark. So about $10 more than what we're seeing with the Mark Chinos. But other than one key difference, you're going to see most of this is going to be the same. So 12.5 ounce Cordura denim, you have that Cool Max. Kevlar is still at the hips, the knees, the seat. The one thing I failed to mention with the Mark Chinos is that while there's CE Level 1 armor included the knees for all these, there is going to be pockets if you'd like to add the Knox hip armor. When we're taking a look down the side, really the main difference here, McHugh, go ahead and face sideways for me. On the outside of the jeans, there will be a zipper, and on the inside, you're going to have two different pockets for the hip armor, or for the knee armor. And you can see that Knox knee armor sitting right in there, that CE Level 1 Knox. So the main difference was with the Mark Chinos, you had to, you adjust the armor on the inside. You now have exterior access to the pockets in there. But again, same thing, two different pockets to choose from the height. Go ahead and face backwards, Mr. McHugh. And you'll also see you now have like this kind of a lightning bolt zigzag Z logo on the back of the pockets. But again, that distressed blue, still gonna be a tapered straight leg with a mid-height rise. Kevlar still at the seat. So everything else with the Mark Chinos is gonna stay the same, just slightly different style to it. You can see, actually, Mr. McHugh, go ahead and face forward for me. He has it rolled up at the cuff. There is a little slight pop of reflectivity. Just kick your leg over for me, bud. Little pop of reflectivity if you roll and cuff the pant up there as well. So again, very similar to what we're seeing with the Mark Chino. Now let's move on to the next pair of pants. So the following jeans in Pando Moto's line is going to be moving up to the Boss 9s. Now the Boss 9s are going to be damn near identical to what we saw with the Boss Desert L's, except for a couple of small distinctions. So the only fade that these are available in is a distressed black. I really like the way they look from a color standpoint. Going to be the same side entry point here. Mr. McHugh, go ahead and face sideways for me for a second. The reflective on this is now going to be done in a blacked out reflective. But the most important change you're not going to see from the outside, the Kevlar reinforcements at the seat, the hips, and the knees, same as the Mark Chinos, same as the Boss Desert L's, but it's now going to have a polyester lining to it, which adds to the comfort. In the previous two jeans that we were discussing, the Kevlar is just exposed, can be a little bit itchy and uncomfortable at times. You now have a polyester lining. These are going to come in around the $275 mark. And really what you're getting there is that polyester lining, especially noticeable throughout the seat on these. Mr. McHugh, you may face forward for me. There you go, spin around. That was my fault, I pointed in the wrong direction. So again, the Boss 9s are a step up from the previous version of the Boss Desert L's, different fade, but really it's that inside polyester cover over top of the Kevlar that you're gonna see here. And there's one final pair of jeans to discuss, the Steel 9s. So let's get Mr. McHugh in those right now and we'll wrap up. So for all the similarities that we've seen with the first three pairs of riding jeans, the Steel 9s, the final fourth pair coming in around the $335 mark, are going to take a pretty drastic departure. The main construction that we're going to see here is a 13-ounce stretch denim, and instead of relying on Kevlar in your impact zones, you're going to have 25% Dyneema actually woven through the entire fabric. So you have abrasion resistance throughout the entire jean, not just in localized areas. Now, it is going to be a stretch denim, really comfortable to wear. It's that same tapered straight leg design, mid-height to the rise. If you're looking at the color, it looks a little bit black, but if you get up close, it's actually a very dark indigo blue. Everything else from the protection standpoint will stay the same. Your knee armor is now going to be accessible, again, back to the inside. You're not going to have the outside zip pockets for this, so you can still do two different heights of knee positioning, but you have to do it from the inside. It's the same CE1 Knox knee armor, still the pockets of the hip. Pat, go ahead and face backwards for me. You are going to have very clean lines throughout the back. There's no extra reinforcements of Kevlar now. Again, it's at 25% Dyneema coming through, and you can see the Dyneema at the bottom of the cuff here. That white on the inside has a bit of a cooling property to it naturally, but that's the Dyneema that you're going to notice woven throughout the stretch denim. So a different type of material, maximized protection compared to everything that we've looked at so far today. The Steel 9 jeans. Mr. McHugh, you can face forward. So regardless of what pair you're looking at, really the Pando Moto jeans from the Mark Chinos all the way up to the Steel 9s are going to have a couple of different features throughout, but really good quality fit, feel, and finish for riding jeans, and the price point that they're coming in at keeps them relatively competitive from what we've seen out there in the market, especially with the style that you're going to get with this. A nice, modern, updated style. I do like the mid-rise to this still, though, so if you are in more of that tuck position throughout the entire line, it gives you maximized coverage. Now, there's a lot of folks out there already utilizing Pando Moto on their bikes, and if you want to hear more about what they have to say, you can click the little info button on your desktop or mobile device, and you can read other rider reviews from folks that are already out there putting these jeans through their paces. If you're not sure as to which riding jeans are right for you and your riding style, don't hesitate to reach out to one of our gear geeks at 877-792-9455 or simply shoot an email over to cs@RevZilla.com. I want to thank you for joining us for this look at the Pando Moto riding jeans. I'm Spurge. These have been Mr. McHugh's legs. Enjoy the ride.